Have you ever been disappointed so badly, Jared, that you just didn't know what to think?
EA?
EA? No. I heard EA wasn't the best, but my God, Square Enix, that just finished. We watched it live, all half an hour of it, and we didn't come out feeling too great.
No, I mean, they announced some of their games already in the Microsoft conference.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Shadow of Tomb Raider was announced in the Microsoft conference. Nier Automata was announced in the Microsoft conference. That would have been great to say
for themselves. Because when I first saw that during Microsoft, I got excited for it. It's a PS4 exclusive that I've always been interested in playing. Because it looks like to be a hard game and pretty fast-paced, which is immediately up my alley. But, yeah, if they would have saved it for that, I would have been like, oh, yeah, that's exciting. But,
yeah. Well, the thing that you can compare it to, too, is like with Bethesda, they did Fallout 76 in Microsoft conference, but then they had literally like 30 minutes of just pure what is Fallout 76, describing the game, the gameplay. So Square Enix should have done that with their games instead of having a 2-minute long trailer of Nier Automata that was already played.
Yeah.
Or the same thing with Shadow of Tomb Raider. Like they had a bit more of Shadow of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, they showed a little bit of the combat, but a lot of it was very similar to the other games. It wasn't too much innovation.
Like the game engine looked like it was the same game engine. I don't know. I didn't think that they brought to the table what Square Enix is known for. They're supposed to be known for their graphics. Their games are supposed to look beautiful. And I just didn't, compared to what we've seen so far in E3, I didn't see that from Square Enix. Like their games look good, but it wasn't like wow. I never had a wow moment except for that one game, that Babylon's Fall.
Yeah, that's the one thing we're both like, ooh.
Yeah, it looked really good. It looked very interesting. The trailer they did was cool. Like you said, during it they should have started out with that, not jumped into that in the middle random thing. And I found like that was a big thing with their conference. Their transitions between them,
it was
so a lot of their games look a lot similar. Like the art style looks really similar because they're not a small studio but a smaller studio.
Yeah, compared.
So you don't have as much diversity through their game design. And I just found like at some points I was just getting stuck. Like, are we still on the same game? Like, what?
Yeah, they had a whole section of like anime-based games or anime-stylized games. They could have separated that a little bit.
Yeah,
because we were watching, and we're like, "Is this what's happening now?"
Yeah, and I mean, again, when we talked about this, we're not the Square Enix guys. We don't know. We haven't played a lot of Square Enix games. I played old Final Fantasies, nothing new. The only ones that I played recently from Square Enix would have been Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and to be honest, it looked good. Like the gameplay looked good.
Yeah.
It looked what you'd expect from the Shadow of Tomb Raider, but I feel like they could do more. Like I feel like if they need to upgrade that engine because it's now getting repeated, the same style of game over and over again.
Yeah.
So it's like this is where they should have stepped it up a bit. Like if you watched any other game designer that does that similar style, Naughty Dog's being included, every game they bring out, graphically, it's a step above the last one. Gameplay style, it's usually a step above the last one. And I think that they should take that into consideration because I love the Tomb Raider games. I played all of them. Really good games. Enjoyed the whole time. Story's really good. But they need something different to keep the fans interested in it. And I don't think they really brought that.
Well, yeah, like you said, we're not too familiar with Square Enix. We're the same size. That also says something because like their goal should be attracting new fans and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so for us, we just didn't have that at all.
Yeah, and then I know there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans out there, and I mean the game looked really good. Like
it looks
like
good,
graphically, gameplay, it looked really good. I'm not too familiar with Kingdom Hearts myself.
Yeah.
But I mean it was interesting. Like it's all those characters we grew up playing, we grew up around with like Goofy. We had Hercules in there. It looked good.
Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph to add in Frozen, that was the big one.
Yeah, to add in some more recent, relevant Disney movies for kids. I don't know. It looked kind of cool. I'd be interested. It's unfortunate it's a PS4 exclusive.
Kingdom Hearts?
Oh no,
that's
sorry, that was Xbox. Right.
Yeah.
So that was on Xbox too. So I might be interested.
I'll look into it. I don't really know how interested I am in it though. Like
I've never played that style of game, so I have to
really look into it first. Yeah.
But overall, I don't know. I didn't find that conference was over the top great.
Yeah, the last thing we had a good reaction to was, I guess, was it the Quiet Man?
Yeah, the Quiet Man. So I mean, It was really interesting. Like it was a good transition. I like their trailer. How they went from like real time.
They went from live action to in game really quickly and
I mean, if that's the combat style, like if that's what it looks like, it's gonna be a cool looking game. We didn't get much. It was a teaser, obviously, of the game.
Just a guy punching two other guys essentially.
But if that's like the graphics look beautiful, the gameplay, if that was gameplay, like that was legit from the game, like. It looked really good.
It looks to be like a humorous game, you know? Like just based on whatever he's doing with that bag and stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, everyone knows PS4 is known to getting beautiful looking games. Like they are. I mean, you have The Last of Us is a beautiful looking game. Like they seem to know where their companies that are exclusive to them know how to do that.
Sony treats them well.
Yeah, so I don't know. It will be interesting to see how that comes along. I'm sure we'll see more about the Quiet Man in later conferences. I'm sure PAX will have some stuff on it.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It said later I think August would be more information on it.
Yeah, so again, we'll see more on it. It'll be interesting. I'm intrigued. That was one of the few ones that intrigued me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean that's all I really have to say on that.
I mean, for the most part, that's most of the conference right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if Square Enix, like if they were to come back to E3 and do a conference again, make it something different. Don't just play your trailers, and don't give other conferences your only trailer for that game. Like I get if you gave them a trailer and then you had like, I have a new trailer.
Yeah, more gameplay or something like that. But
don't give yourself away to the bigger companies because it ruins their conference. Like and especially a company that I know like. Most people know who Square Enix is, and it's unfortunate because I know a lot of people that like Square Enix. I know there's a lot of people that were disappointed. Just watching some of the chats afterwards,
people are like, "What? That's it?"
Yeah. So I mean, it was kind of like Bethesda last year. Bethesda last year did a really crappy job, which was unfortunate because I'm a big Bethesda fan. So it's like, it's shitty. So I understand how a lot of the Square Enix fans would feel in this situation, but I don't know. I think this is a learning curve for them because this is their first conference, wasn't it, that they've done?
I want to say so. I can't confirm that, but...
So maybe a learning step for them to figure out, maybe do better next year if they do come back.
Well, I mean, next year they'll also, like, because the two big hitters that everyone was hoping to see was the Avengers game, which is also being made by Platinum Games, the same developers of Babylon's Fall, and as well as the remake of Final Fantasy VII. And those are both pretty early into development, so hopefully next year we'll actually be able to see something on them, and I'm sure that will get people excited.
Yeah, because I'm pretty excited for Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Like, that's one of the ones that I played a long time ago, like early PlayStation me, before I became a Microsoft person. And no, that one I would play. I would definitely be interested in seeing that.
I'm just interested in seeing the progress from the original to how exactly they change it and stuff.
Yeah, and then Avengers again. That'll be cool.
That'll be cool.
I don't know how it's gonna be a cool game design, great artwork by Square Enix. So I trust that they will fully take that game and run away with it.
As long as it's not another Destiny.
Yeah,
not exactly.
Let's not make another Destiny. We don't need 5 million Iron Mans running around blasting Ultron out of the sky.
Oh boy.
But yeah, if you guys have any comments, leave them in the comments section. Keep the conversation going. Let's try to figure out how Square Enix can make their next year's conference even better.
Let's all hope and pray together.
Yeah, and point out some of the things that you guys liked that we didn't catch. Because like I said, we've said we're not the Square Enix team. We haven't played a lot of their games. So take your conversation and just expand it.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.